I did not kill him.
Hello guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Depend on una time. Anywhere una dey hear my voice from. Now una get one and only everyone. If you know that you never subscribe for my channel, wait till you do wait.
My name is
run ahead.
reporting for Punch Newspaper.
Click the subscribe button, put up for all.
Just so you know, we bring to you the latest updates everywhere in the world. We're presently live at the State High Court in Ibushiri.
So this one when I
where
bring
the trial of
because of
CHIDINMA
continues. When he killed one guy that time, una know na today na the judge
security presence.
So as the judge the case, they still carry her go back to prison straight. For all those men wey dey CHIDINMA, you know they stay one place, you know they stay inside trouser. Now the lesson be this. I beg I go leave am for una make una work.
Phones might be snatched for my next
video. Una bye bye for now.
By security personnel.
Thank you, sir. No, she didn't.
So I'll be giving you updates despite we not being able to give you a close view of what CHIDINMA looks like, but I saw her at the court. She was present at the court today, and just like I said earlier, we are live at the State High Court in Ibushiri. So far, if you can recall, CHIDINMA is a 300 level Unilag student who allegedly killed. Who is your inmate, ma? So, ma, why can't we video? Who is your inmate and why can't we video her?
She didn't say who the person is.
So now she's asking us if we can. So as I was saying earlier, the 300 level Unilag students who allegedly killed Osifo Ataga, the Super TV CEO, was live in court today, and we had a witness in court in person of Nkechi Mogbo, who is the owner of the apartment in Lekki Phase 1 where the late Osifo was murdered. I'll be going down now. I think the press are being chased from this place, and like I said, you can see we have heavy security presence here, and we are hindered from getting a close view of CHIDINMA at the moment. But I'll be going downstairs now to give you the update of what happened inside the court today. And like I said earlier, CHIDINMA was the questions she was asked, she answered the question to her, and she said that the call was from a private number which she ignored on WhatsApp. And for the benefit of those just joining, the name of the owner of the apartment where the late Osifo was killed, her name is Nkechi Mogbo, and she was present in court today. And I'm trying to give you a lowdown of everything she said in court today. She also said that she sent her a message on WhatsApp with the images of what she wants to get from her, the apartment. She said she will have to, then she confirmed the images, and she said the rooms were available. Then this supposed person who named herself as Joel said she will go to the apartment to check it out. On getting to the apartment, she checked it out and said she wanted to pay for 3 days, which she called the security to give her the key. So afterwards, she also said that she also explained how all things led to the murder of the Super TV CEO. She said she put a call across to her security on a different issue on that fateful day. She just called the security to ask him questions. Now CHIDINMA is leaving the court, as you can see. I told you it's gonna be a deep. I told you we had every security presence here who are restricting us from filming Chidinma. But as you can see, now the prison officials are taking her to the vehicles, despite them saying they don't want us to film her, they don't want us to take a glimpse of what she looks like. But right in front of me, on a blue jean and black tees, that is Chidinma, who allegedly killed the Super TV CEO. And now she's being led into the bus that will take her.
This is Chidinma living now. This is Chidinma living. This time she no wear shoe. She carry ordinary leg, they move.
He was stopping me. That's how we were both going about. He was stopping me. He even locked the door. It was really cute. He locked the door. I didn't know where he kept the key. So when I get to the door, he draw me back. And that was what happened.
Okay. Three times.
The first one was both. The first one was twice. You understand? The first one on the next side. That was the first one. And then when I stabbed him the first one twice, I threw the knife on the bed. Then he was going for it while I went for it. So while I laid on the bed, that's when it came on me to hold the knife, and that's when I managed to stab him with the knife. And then when he dragged the knife from me, he managed to slice my hand. And then as he was holding it, the knife broke, so it slipped off from his hand. I still managed to held to it, but then it was now weak, and then it fell on the floor.
Okay, so why did you what was it about the first time that you didn't like? What did you do to you? Or what happened?
I was trying to sleep. It was midnight, so we were drunk and we have smoked, so I was already sleepy. And then I was already sleepy, and then when it came to me, that was what happened. It was violent and all. It was SK loud. How was it?
SK and loud.
Was there weed in the room?
That's weed now. Let's get it.
It's not.
How were you?
They came to my house. And that's how I expected.
Okay, do you live with your parents?
Yeah.
Where?
Yeah, that didn't do that bad.
Okay, how long have you known this guy and how did you meet him?
Exactly.
I've known him for 4 months, 5 months. I met him through friends.
A friend introduced him to you?
Yeah.
Okay, so how regular do you go to see?
Not regular. Not regular.
That's what my first because a lot of people do turn that to me.
That's long time.
Okay, so how long did you guys stay? Did you check in on Sunday? When did he die? Which day did he die? And when did you leave him? And how were you able to escape from the room after killing him? Or you just walked away?
Well, while he was lying there, I just changed, and then I left the room. I looked for the key for where he ate it, and I let it go.
So when you escaped, who did you reach out to? Where was the first place you went to?
I didn't reach out to anybody.
So how do you feel when you know that you have killed somebody and you just sneaked out? How do you feel at 21 committing this kind of crime?
What did you do with the ATM letter? With his ATM?
I withdrew some money.
How much?
About 280.
Not 5 million.
On confirmed reports have it that in your original account you have about 10 million naira. How did you get such amount of money?
That's not my account.
So how was it traced to you?
After committing this crime?
I felt a lot unconfirmed because of this.
But you didn't tell anybody before that.
Unconfirmed because of this said that after the $5 million. No. 5 million was it.
Did not come out on Tuesday, on Wednesday, I think. Those who are evacuating the trash bins, so went in to do their normal duty and discovered that the door to the apartment was a bit half opened. The door was opened and to remove the trash, and the man was found on the floor in the pool of the blood with the boxers only on. And that was the story, that was the beginning. And we started our investigation. So we started doing all the leads. Yesterday night, we were able to track her and got her arrested. So, and she has confessed to the committer of the offense. She'll tell you her story by herself.
He asked me to get a shortlet where we can stay. So I got it. I checked for it online and then I sent it. I sent to him. He said I should go check it out. Then I went to check it out. And then he paid for it. That was how it is that day. On Monday, we were together drinking, smoking. We had fun. So I went to get food for all of us, both of us, I mean. And then that was what happened. Then on Tuesday, he was trying to make advances on me, which I was tired, but he became violent on it. So he got his way, which I let him. And then in the afternoon, towards afternoon, we ordered for smoke. And also roofies together. So that was what we took. And then we ate the food that we had on Monday. So we became high, and I wasn't happy for the first one he did, so I was still on my own, just smoking and drinking with my food that I've eaten. So he too was on his own couch. Then he came on to me while I was watching a movie. We were both watching a movie. So he came on to me and was like, I was like, no, I'm not happy with what you did in the first one. And then I was like, you don't help me, you don't assist me in anything, but yet you just playing with me around. And then he was like, oh, okay, take my ATM now, I can go and withdraw what you want. And then he said the pin. I was like, that's not what I meant. So it became violence or trying to get to me, and I was resisting and defending myself. And at some points, he hit my head on the wall, and I also retaliated. And also, at some points, it was choking me, which I was on the kitchen cabinet. I lay on the kitchen cabinet while he was choking me, and then I stretched out the knife and then I stabbed his neck. The first one was twice the distance, the first one on the neck side. That was the first one. And then when I stabbed him the first one twice, I threw the knife on the bed. Then he was going for it while I went for it. So while I laid on the bed, that's when it came on me to hold the knife, and that's when I managed to stab him with the knife. And then when he dragged the knife from me, he managed to slice my hand. And then as he was holding it, the knife broke, so it slipped off from his hand. I still managed to held to it, but then it was now weak, and then he fell on the floor.
And I'm also into beauty. Mass communication Unilag. Growing up was a little bit difficult financially, emotionally. Two parents divorced when I was little, so I lived with my uncle and then moved to my mom's place. Then I got adopted. It was a friend that I introduced to him, and then he picked interest and adopted me. I left our place to my dad's place. That was where he took me to my senior sis. I have a senior sis, and that was where we were. So we had problem with the accommodation, and then she met somebody that introduced to my dad now, and then he adopted me. From my uncle's place, went to government school, which I didn't finish. Then went to my mom's place. She didn't put me through school throughout when I was with her before taking me to my dad's place. Then my dad's place to my sister's place, which I didn't go to school till I got adopted. Then I went to school. I stopped at that JSS when my aunt left me to my mom's place at JS2. So the next time I was entering school was SS1. I went to Sivman College. It's around Sabo. From SS2, there was no finance to further up, so I was out from school when I was doing lesson. So I wrote my JAM, WAEC and NECO, and I passed and entered into Unilag. I was not much of a talker or associating with people. I just more through a girl that I know. She was a friend to his friend, so she invited me out. I met her in a group where I was added randomly. That was how we got talking. When we exchanged contacts, it was already late at that time for me to go back home. So we decided, okay, let's go to your house. My house was on the mainland, so it was late to go back home. That's when we went home to his house at VGC. We had movies, we had drinks, and he had smoke also. Next day morning, I went home. Some weeks after, we met again. He doesn't talk much about himself. He's quite busy, like a busy person. I would say that at some point in time, he got to know that he likes to carry girls, and he smokes, he drinks, and takes drugs also. So I don't know deep about him. His character, he gets angry easily. He has issue with his wife. So, but his children is what is targeted as family man. He wasn't into happy married life or something. It was just more of catering for his kids. I can't remember some of his friends that I've met, but remember their faces kind of really, or their names. But I've met two people that I said friend something. I don't have 10 million in my bank account, so I have 400 or 500 accounts. Michael gave me his laptop. He had 2 laptops, so I told him that I wanted laptop, so he gave me one, and that was what I sold to get the money. It was a Mac Pro. I wasn't doing ushering when I was with him anymore. I was getting more from him than doing the ushering, so there was no need ushering. Ushering can be 15k, 20k. It gives me more than it was leaking. So then they said I should book. They said it was free and I too was free, so less fancy. It was Sunday on the 13th June. I decided to check online about the shortlets because he said that I didn't want hotel. There will not be Netflix or like it will not be fun like being in the house or something. So that was when I decided to check for a shortlet. So I sent it to him and he said it was okay. Then he said I should go check the place out. So I checked it and it was okay. Then he made payments. He sent 105. That was for like 4 days. After I paid the money, so after like 1 hour, he came. When he came, then we went to get food. We went out to eat and also get drinks. And we're just indoor watching movie, drinking, smoking. He woke up before me, but I was still feeling sleepy and dizzy because of the smoke, drink, and the drug. So he asked what I need, like what we need. So I was like, we need to buy food and drug because the drug that we brought already finished. He sent the money to the account. Why the other one? He gave me the card because I was trying to make payments and it didn't go through. So he gave me the card. I didn't have access to his card, but I know the PIN code. Before I was leaving, he stood up to lock the door. But when I got in, I was knocking. As there was no answer, I opened the door, was already open, like it wasn't locked. And the duvet was on the floor, plus pillows. The bed, the couch was facing the door, and the bed was stained with blood already, and the floor where it was blood, and then music was on, the TV was on. The room was already disarranged, like someone broke in. Then I saw him on the floor. I didn't know what to do. I took my things with his thing and left. I was afraid. I didn't